Libra, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early April 2026. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know, I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in energy and see what's happening for the lovely Libra collective. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going here. My guide, spirit team, talk to me. What do we got for these beautiful Libras in early April? It's a lovely time of year. What energies, messages, insights can we take a little peek at? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. At the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean into, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Libra in early April. What's the vibe? What's the energy? And it is my birthday week, my good friends. So I'm trying to spread the good vibes, send everyone that good energy here. So let's get it going. Yeah, cool. Helping Hands card for the lovely Libras. Now, I do like this one, and it's one of the less common ones. It shows up every now and then, and there's this beautiful energy of spiritual protection and safety and assistance. There's a lot of little themes that show up with this very simple card. Now, before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the April subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. And also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, back into the reading. Let's talk more in depth about this card. So as you can see, we have this lovely lady. She's wrapped up in a blanket. Looks like she's having a nap, taking a little snooze, right? And she is surrounded by this beautiful golden light orb with these hands that are touching it. So first and foremost, huge card for spiritual protection, spiritual insulation, whether it's your guide, spirit team, angels, ancestors, you name it. This is a very reassuring card that says, hey, we're with you. We're watching out for you. You are not alone. That's a beautiful energy to have. Now, aside from that spiritual aspect, this could literally represent sleep. So if you've been having a hard time sleeping, or if you've been very busy and you feel drained, maybe spirit wants you to rest and recuperate, this does have shades of the Four of Swords type of card, where it's like, hey, just, I mean, this does tie into like manifestation, meditation, inward thinking, so connecting to spirituality. So you see what I mean? It has like all these beautiful themes and archetypes, but I call it the Helping Hands card. So whether it's giving or receiving help, and I know Libras are generally very helpful individuals that like to help other people, but if you need assistance with something in this time, don't be afraid to ask for it. Maybe someone you're connected to might ask you for assistance when this card shows up. So it's a very intriguing way to start the reading. We got the spiritual protection, we got something about sleep, and we got assistance. So we're going to put her down right there. She can keep taking her nap. Let's get into tarot. And yeah, I always say that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's get you 3 tarot cards in the upright. Then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. Shuffle it up one time here. What do we got for the lovely Libras? And while we get this deck shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading. So it was titled An Explosive Talk. Now, that could be a good thing sometimes not so much. Just know that energy could bleed over for a couple weeks. But usually Libra energy works well with fire. So whether it was a conversation or talk that intensified quickly, maybe it was one where there's a lot of back and forth, and there was an intensity to it. So again, in the short-term future, watch out for intensity of communication. But we're going to see what shows up this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone. So when we take this, how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or somebody else's, right? Let's get it going. 3 cards for our lovely Libra friends. What do we got? What do we got? Thank you. Okay. All right. I mean, this energy could be a little pushy. It's okay. I'm not going to pass judgment on the 5 of Swords yet, because it can be really good depending on the situation, but there is a certain aggressiveness to it, right? Let's get a couple more. Thank you. Okay. I mean, we got the 4 of Wands, the 1111 cards, signs, synchronicities, omens. Let us get one more out here for the lovely Libras, and we'll start piecing this all together. What do we got? Okay. All right. So 2 cards came out together. We got the Ace of Cups. Nice. This is a much softer approach or method, that's for sure. And then you got the lovers right here on the back end, another beautiful angelic energy. So let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into that juicy intuitive stuff. But at first look, first glance, we have a nice mixture of elements going on here, a lot of ones that Libras would be very comfortable with. And I always like to look at the elements first because that frames the reading and tells us how the energy is flowing. And like a lot of the fire and air signs this week, there's a pretty good mix. I always say when there's too much of one element, it could make the energy lopsided. So we have air, your power element. We have fire, one that you get along with very well, and we have water. And even here on the bonus, we have more air. So most of these cards are energies that you can work with at the very least. But when it comes to the air, again, that's your power element, that's your comfort zone. It's very smart, intelligent, pragmatic, strategic type of energy. So it does deal with the mind, information, whether you're trying to learn something or gain information and insight. Air element really rules over that, and communication. The downside to air, sometimes it could be a little cold and detached. Sometimes it could be a little mean too. So we want to watch out for that. In the center, we have the fire, the realm of action. So again, that's an energy Libras are generally comfortable with, but that's the realm of action. So the actions we take, the actions we want to take, the actions other people take. It could represent health and wellness, energy levels. So remember what I was saying earlier with that card about the energy levels. If you're feeling zapped, nothing wrong with taking it down a notch. Um, it could just be passion, drive, and intensity, but the downside to fire is the unpredictable nature of it. And with the fire air combination right here on the front, we want to look, all right, the energy's looking okay, but is it going to take a left on us? And then we have water, which does cool things down. Now, that's the emotional realm, that's matters of the heart. Whereas, like, the air is the mind, that's the heart. So there is a whole bunch of internal energy here this week. But water, things, people we care deeply for, water does deal with interpersonal connections and relationships, things that we're emotionally invested in, things that get an emotional response from us. It could deal with creativity and thinking outside the box as well. The downside with water is that it can very much overwhelm, and it is very hot and cold sometimes, where it's like in, out, up and down. The tide comes in, the tide goes out. So let's go through and start building this out piece by piece. Position number one, we got the Five of Swords. Now, that is an aggressive start. Now, I normally like to start with an action card. I would call the Five of Swords an action card. But we see this individual, he looks aggressive, right? Look at those eyes, look at that eyebrow. And he has literally beat up the people that are right behind him, where it's like, nope, all those swords are mine. You all go away. Now, in the good sense, this is a great card for determination. If it's something that I've set my mind to, something I'm dedicated to, this is a great card because it's like, I will see this through. I will not quit. Love it. But there are some real things to watch out for with the Five of Swords. It can be very aggressive. It could be angry or mad. It could be an energy that is very pushy, very self centered. It's self absorbed sometimes too. And again, I'm not saying that's you. This could be just someone around you. So I would say watch out for anyone that's just a little too pushy or a little too aggressive when this card is here, because this is one of the cards of conflict as well. But again, there could be a good side to it. Most of this spread has a lot of really positive cards. So I really want to keep a close eye on this Five of Swords. Now, moving to the center, we got the Four of Wands. We got the 1111 card, my good friends. Absolutely one of my favorite cards in the whole entire deck. So this card does often show up when we're receiving signs, synchronicities, omens from spirit. I know all people receive them. Sometimes we don't see them. Sometimes we do. Omens could be good. Omens could be rough. But if we put that message to the side, the Four of Wands is celebratory. It's happy. This is a win or a victory. This is people coming together, specifically like group gatherings or reunitings. This is a really good card for that. It can represent home and family and matters of that. But normally I see the Four of Wands as like a big win of some kind or a blessing. So that's good. The downside to the Four of Wands is sometimes it's an energy that can feel stuck, right? Like that's a very solid, very stable, sturdy type of energy. So that's something we want to watch out for, especially with the fire air combo, especially with the Five of Swords, because this could be an energy that's either trying to break through or trying to do something, even if it doesn't really want to. It's like I'm forcing myself. Now, here on the back end, we do have the Ace of Cups. Beautiful. I love all aces. I always say they all represent offers and opportunities to me. They're fresh, they're new, they have a ton of potential. Now, the Ace of Cups could represent someone's emotional state, emotional well being. So we might be seeing how somebody feels when we clarify this card. But the Ace of Cups to me is great. It just looks good. It feels good normally. Now, the downside with this card, again, it could just be a talk, message, or conversation or an offer of some kind. But the downside to this card, it can show up when someone's feelings change rapidly, when it's like feeling one way 1 second, another way the next. The Ace of Cups, as with all aces, has a lot of potential, but if you don't reach out and grab it, it can go away. So there's a temporary aspect to the Ace of Cups that we need to keep in mind. So we'll see what's up with that. This could be something completely different than the other cards. Now, moving to the bonus card real quick, we have the Lovers, big Gemini energy. This could represent soul ties, soul connections, people that we care deeply for, not just lovers, but even friends, family members. There's a really strong bond where it's like, I feel what they feel, right? There's an energetic cord here. It does have the Archangel Raphael, the Archangel of Healing. So again, you have this beautiful spiritual protection all over the place, which is great. Normally, if you're not going through anything love related, the Lovers is just a silky smooth, easy flowing energy that just feels complete. But let's go through. I want to go deeper. Let's jump in and clarify. Okay, let's get a good shuffle here. And yeah, this is where I jump in and go intuitive, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Five of Swords, though. Let's see what that's about. Oh, and yes, if you made it to this point in the reading and you have any messages you want to give to Libra, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. That's why the box is here, my good friends. But let's see what the Five of Swords has. Why is it here for Libra? Thank you. What is this? Okay. I mean, we have the Devil in reverse underneath it. We're going to need to see how the rest of this plays out moving forward, because like this energy, I'm like, why is this happening? So again, watch out for like anyone that stirs issues, starts problems. Like, I don't want to say it's gossipy, but it's someone that stirs the pot. That's how this feels, where it's like, I'm mad or angry, so I want to make sure you are too. Where it's like, let's see what this person does. Let's see how they react. Like, it is, I don't want to make it all sound malicious, okay? Like, but it is somebody that could be trying to test boundaries, test reactions, test how some, like, so it's like I'm pushing it. Like, I'm getting someone that's stirring the pot. So again, for some of you, this could be a problem that is avoidable or was avoidable. Um, Watch for getting pulled into other people's stuff at the same time too, because when I see the Devil in reverse underneath the Five of Swords, it's like, but that wasn't even necessary. Like, why did we even have to go this route? Why did it even have to go this way? Now again, there's a lot of beautiful energy still to come. I don't want to say the whole reading's tanking, because it's not. But watch out for anyone that's like very gossipy, stirs the pot, someone that's like really angry, so they want everyone else to be angry just because they are. It's like this weird energy where it's like a shit stir. And I hate to use the profane language, but that's literally what I'm feeling here, my friends. So watch out for any problems or situations that could have been avoided. We're going to keep going, and watch out for people that prod for like reactions too, where it's like, huh, let's see what Libra says if I do this. I saw something very similar in the Saggy reading this week too. So that's peculiar that I've seen it show up in two different signs. Let's keep moving. Let's see what's up with the Four of Wands. It's like avoidable, like a situation or a problem. It's like it didn't have to go like that. But let's see what the Four of Wands has. Let's see what the Four of Wands has. It could just be someone that's grumpy, right? And nothing wrong with being grumpy. I get grumpy sometimes. Let's see what's up. Okay. But it's like, but now you have my attention. It's like one of those. It's like, okay, you wanted my attention, now you got it. Like, now my attention is like directly on you. Be careful what you wish for. It's like giving me one of those. Now there is this little underlying aggression. Um, this isn't all. I don't want to make it seem like this is all like super tense and terrible, because again, there's a lot of great energy here for Libra this week. And again, like depending on your consciousness and if you make the right choices or choose the right paths, maybe hopefully some of you avoid this. But when I see the Four of Wands, solid, stable, sturdy, having a good time, Knight of Swords, one of your power cards in reverse underneath it, it's like I'm slamming the brakes on something. So it's like I'm going about my way, doing my own thing. Now I'm slamming the brakes. Now you have my attention. You wanted it, you got it. It's like one of those. So this could be Spirit saying or advising that if there is an issue or a problem or something that you get pulled into, it's like once you do get pulled in, it's like then sort it out. Give it like your full attention, or just confront it head on. which I know that's something that Libras don't normally enjoy doing. I don't think most people enjoy it, but especially Libras, where it's like, I mean, there should have been or could have been another way. So, like, I don't know why this energy feels overly complicated. So, again, watch out for getting pulled into other people's stuff, like things that aren't even necessarily yours, where it's like, now I'm a part of it. How did I get pulled into this? Um, we're going to keep going. But yeah, that first message came out real strong, where it's like, okay, you wanted my attention, now you got it. So, we're going to keep going and see what that Ace of Cups has. There is an edge to this. There's an aggression that I'm not used to feeling in Libra readings. So again, if you're watch the temper, but like this energy, there's an aggression, and I don't know where it's coming from, and I don't even think it's fully necessary. Well, let's go in on the Ace of Cups. We'll see what that has. Then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow. So why is the Ace of Cups here for the lovely Libras, please? Okay, cool. Okay, it gets sorted. This is an energy that really comes in and like sorts it out, solves it, solves the problem. So we have the Ace of Cups with the Emperor in the upright, big Aries energy. We're currently in Aries season. I will also say this could be like a timing thing. In this time for a lot of Libras, watch out for like big offers and opportunities, because this could be a totally separate thing from all this mess we have going on in the front. So again, offers, opportunities, whether it's work, personal relationships. When I see this combination of cards, it's like, hey, Aries season might have a lot of opportunities or things for you, which I think is great. But the Emperor is also the King of Kings. The Emperor calls the shots, right? And you could be stepping into this Emperor energy. Remember, Aries is your twin sign, right? Like Aries and Libra are across from each other in the zodiac. That's why I get along with Libras so well. But yeah, the Ace of Cups with the Emperor, it's like, I'm going to set this right. I'm going to set this straight. I'm going to get this on track. So again, like the right into whatever issue or problem it is, it's like once I'm in it, I'm in it. The Emperor does have some downside, of course. Like sometimes it could be an energy that's too controlling. But when we got stuff like this going on, this is an energy that can come in and be a problem solver. So I'm not sure if this is you getting someone to help you solve a situation or problem, or I don't know. To me, it just feels like someone that comes in and cleans everything up, which I think is great. And a lot of you could be stepping into this as well, because again, like Libra and Aries energy, it works well together. Let's go through and do a quick recap, then we'll get into the shadow. So I like that we have this energy here on the end, because it's like different than the situation, shows other stuff, but it also shows us a good resolution. But if you kindly look in the box, position number one, we got the Five of Swords with the Devil in reverse underneath it. This seems like someone's starting some issues, starting some problems that weren't even really necessary. It's like, why? Like it didn't even have to go this way. Watch out for people that try to get like reactions out of you, like people poke and prod. So there is a warning here about like a problem or a situation. In the middle, we have the Four of Wands with the Knight of Swords in reverse, where it's like, okay, if you do get involved with this, face it head on. That's what I was getting initially. But it's like, now you have my attention. You wanted my attention, now you got my attention. And there is this underlying tension and aggression here. So this could be coming from the outside. So just keep that in mind. If you're just minding your own business, doing your own thing, awesome. Try your best not to get pulled into other people's stuff. Moving to the back end, we have the Ace of Cups with the Emperor in the upright. This could be a great time for a lot of Libras, where there could be offers, opportunities, great places to put your energy. But the other message I was getting here is a problem solver, like someone who sets everything straight, where it's like, okay, problem, not really necessary. Boom, this energy. Now you got my full attention. Now I'm here until it's handled. So I love the problem solving. So please take a screenshot if you want to look into it further. Let's see what's in the shadows. Okay, let's get a good shuffle. And yeah, I always like to pull a shadow card at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. Shadow cards don't always have to be a challenge. They could be a good thing too. So let's get you one. And yeah, if you made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love for all my channel members. Okay, let's get this going here. What do we got for the lovely Libras in the shadows? Thank you. Cool. Yeah, I mean, Hermit, not a bad energy, right? Like Hermit is a retracted, pulled back, private type of energy. Big Virgo vibe. So if you have Virgo placements, it could be representing that. The good thing about the Hermit is very introspective. It is very wise. And similar to how I said, like if you're just minding your own business in your own lane, doing your own thing, then this could actually be a really good card, because it's like, yeah, no, not getting pulled here, there, or anywhere. I'm just focused. I'm in my lane. That's cool. But the downside to the hermit, it could be very isolated. It could also be lonely. It can be an energy where it speaks of like miscommunications and misrepresentations. So in this time, watch out for that. Like if you are going to speak your piece or address something, make sure you're crystal clear about it when we have the hermit. Um, but yeah, this energy could also represent isolation and feeling lonely. So maybe there is someone or something that you're missing right now. That's very possible. Or maybe someone's feeling that way towards you. But if you're just in your own lane, nothing wrong with that. But yeah, we're going to put them right there. That's what I have for you this week. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the April subscriber surprise. If you would like further insight on your situation or you'd like to have a chat with me, you can book a personal session with me at my website, mastermetaphysics.com. But for the April subscriber surprise, we're doing a nice winner's choice once again. At the end of the month, I will choose 3 lucky subscribers to either win their choice of the Gilded Tarot Royale or one of the custom made crystal pendants from my website, mastermetaphysics.com. So, winner's choice. And if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things, as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. And second, you can let me know down in the comments, how much do you know about the meanings of tarot cards? Are you an expert reader? Are you a beginner, intermediate? Do you know a lot? Do you know a little? You'll be entered to win. And at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my posts tab. YouTube changed it. And yeah, that's where it'll be, my friends. Much love, and I'll talk to you soon.